everyone, my name is ZombieBoy326 and welcome back to another video of Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode, we talked to a Pacific guy of a small town known as, I can't remember the name. No name town. Prim. We talked to a random guy from Prim, and apparently they need a sheriff. And guess who's kind enough to get out of the way and find them a new sheriff? And no, it's not the lamb. Alright, so in today's episode, we are basically just going to look for a sheriff. I haven't really raided this place yet, but it looks abandoned, so yeah. Sugar bomb, not even bombs, it was like, what was it? Some sort of new radioactive gum. There's also a lot of cooking supplies, which one thing I want to say, in Fallout New Vegas, you can actually cook in this game. So that's kind of cool. Take vodka and Mason's journal. Ooh. Oh, am I over encumbered? I am. Ooh. Alright, is there any junk? Ashtray. I'll drop that. Alright, I'm just about to be over encumbered. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave the door, and I'm going to just sell all these lovely items to random people. So after trading, I'm let's say I'm you know, a little rich, but hey, that's just how Fallout goes, I'm afraid. All right, so where was it? I was over here, because I think that's Prim, yeah. So we are heading over to the Mojave Outpost, which is all the way at like the bottom of the map, which is quite small. I don't know how big the Fallout New Vegas map is. It's quite big. Fallout New Vegas' map is quite big, although keep in mind we was just up here, and now we're all the way at the bottom here. And here is like somewhere around about the middle of the map. Now, I do believe that later on in the game, more of the map is opened up. But I'm not sure. It depends. I'm not a rocket scientist. Well, I'm a game designer. I made a few games in Godot. I've never released them, of course, because, you know, I don't know how to program to save my life. But I tried, and you know what? I'm not going to give up, alright? Programming in other game engines is quite fun. I used to actually want to program in the Source engine. You know, the old Valve Source engine. Never could. Anyways, I don't know why I started talking about programming and stuff like that. We're looking for the guy. Okay. In this truck, let's see, do you have any Nuka-Cola? Empty soda bottles, bottles. Hey, well, it's a fruit, and it has a value. Oh no! I knocked over. What is it? Nuts. I've knocked over the nuts, Mom. Mom, I knocked over the nuts. Is it E? Is it E or is it C? I don't know. I know there was a button to pick things up, like grab objects. It's not E. Definitely not E. Well, you know, I don't really need to pick anything up anyways. Picking items up in Fallout games is just more of a decorative thing. It's just so you can get items a bit more accurate, or their placement a bit accurate. Ooh, I wonder what happened there. Do you see that? The bike's being like... It's like it's being cut in half by something. Like, that's not what a nuclear bomb would do. And I don't think a machete or any forms of wastelandish weapons would do that. Huh. I better be careful. If that bike is just completely cut in half, that means something is not right around here. Well, the wasteland is harsh. Look, there's another one. Man, what's with people and against motorcycles? And motorbikes. Hang on. My question is, in Fallout New Vegas, why can't Wastelanders use these things? Like, especially these motorcycles in there, like, they look well preserved.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes.
Malcolm?
Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
Wait, what? Why was you following me? Why was you following me, though, good sir? I was just looking and examining at these bikes. Are you a bike trader? Are you gonna give me these bikes? Because you're gonna give me those bikes, fix them up, like in Fallout 2. Whoo! We have a deal. And I have the caps to pay for it as well.
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
So you like bottle caps. So what's so special about these blue caps?
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Where can I find more of these caps?
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow new bottles keep appearing in the machines.
Oh.
Some say it's old Festus who does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
Some named Fest? Who are they?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
Well, if he's pre-war, then that means he's either a ghoul, or he has some reason been frozen through time, like in Fallout 3 with a certain DLC, and in Fallout 4. Okay. So you collect these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
Well, have you seen One Piece? I shouldn't do that. For those people who don't watch anime in the first place. Alright, what kind of treasure are we talking about?
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
Thanks for the info, but I'll be going now.
No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
I'd like to see him try. I honestly would like to see him try. Like, does he have power armor? If that's the case, then I might be kind of a little screwed. But anyways, back to my conversation. Like, can't I just repair, like, can't the Wastelanders repair these bikes? Like, these bikes does look in quite good condition. In fact, these look like proper gas type, what do you call it? Proper gas, bikes, because they do have a gas tank. Unless that's some sort of, like, nuclear reactor there. That might be a nuclear reactor anyways. Might be, actually. But, it does actually look like a regular gas tank, though. Especially the design. I always imagine, like, if it was a nuclear reactor, it would be a little bit more chunkier and bigger. But yeah, maybe they use oil for those types of cars. Or bikes. Okay. Police car. Ooh, how? Side is open. Can I get any bullets? No. My Project Zomboid instincts were kicking in for a second. These must be NCR troops?
Coming from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads.
Well, I'm a pilgrim after all. What is this place?
Outpost. Mojave Outpost. Watching a lot of nothing feels like a big Brahmin pen for caravans. They've been stopped for a while, waiting for the roads north to clear. Or the clearance papers to go through. Looks like you've walked away, so if you need to shake the dust off, head to the barracks at the bars there. Not much, but better than nothing.
Any work around here?
Nothing I know of. But if you've come from the north, means you can travel freer than most around here. Might check the barracks, someone might need you to hoof it somewhere. Just be careful you go up on the roof. Got a sniper watching the road. If your gear's in need of repair, HQ's also worth checking out. Talk to Major Knight, he can help. Provided you got a pen and plenty of ink.
Okay.
Those two represents unification. Mostly good for shade. Won't do much else when the Legion reaches us.
Okay. Yeah, those two statues did look like there was some sort of pre-war statues. I wonder... It's like... This is the wasteland. Everything was destroyed during a nuclear explosion. I would be surprised if the NCR managed to find some sort of like building technology to construct those two statues, especially since making like a proper stone or concrete statue would take years to just design and make, especially the amount of work you would have to go into it in order to actually, you know, make it all come together in the first place. One single mistake can ruin it all. Alright, I'll be going now. Thank you for the nice conversation, Killborn. Or, is it Killyborn? Carl Klangborn? Oh, wait. I don't know, these aren't made of concrete, they're made of metal. Okay, maybe it would be better. I have to say that these are two sick statues. In the year 2271, the Desert Rangers of Nevada and Rangers of the New California Republic met at this spot to sign a Ranger Unification Treaty. Under this treaty, the Desert Rangers agreed to be absorbed into the NCR in exchange for the NCR's protection of Hoover Dam, New Vegas, and southern Nevada against the forces of Caesar's Legion. So that's quite interesting. I'll probably read that when it comes down to recording. Bones. Yo. Anyways, alright, so this is the New California Republic. Good evening. Good evening, kind woman. Okay, man, there's...
Go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
I see. So I think the Legion's like, you know, the Romans that we saw in the trailer. Alright, let's enter this. I think this is HQ? Probably HQ. Yeah, here it is. So I need to talk to you.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
What? Citizen, I guess. No, I'm a courier.
Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
Alright. I like to talk about Prim.
Prim? Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with?
Prim has seen better days. He is undermanned and is requesting some additional support.
I'd like to help. We can't spare any more units. We have to maintain a minimum head count at the outpost. Orders from the west.
Barter 20. I think I should have that. Having Prim and the trade route under NCR control would help the west.
I see the wisdom in that.
Yeah.
I'll radio for a unit to head up to Prim and offer some additional support.
Nailed it. Can you tell me about the outpost?
NCR border guard duty mostly. It's our job to make sure the caravans can move safely along I-15 and Highway 95. Not the best posting or assignment, but it beats being sent east or patrolling the Colorado. Legion's pretty thick there.
I see. Now, who are you, kind sir?
Me? I'm Knight. Major Knight. I've been stuck here dealing with these caravans for ages now, but somebody's got to do it.
Well then. Goodbye, my good friend. Oh no, copyright music! I need to get out of here! Quickly! Whew! Don't want to deal with copyrighted music. Hell. Speaking of copyright music, is there a way to actually turn off the music? Audio. Radio! Turn that off! I think though if I do turn off the radio, it also turns off the tape recorder. So although I'll see what that happens or how that does. Anyways, radio's off, so I'm fine. Items, data, world map. So now I've done that, I need to just return to Prim. So.
Hello.
Alright. Lieutenant! Wait, is that you? No. Sorry, you all look the same.
Yeah?
I got extra troops support from Prim.
Yeah, I just got word of that. There's a squad of rangers standing by. Sergeant McGee will take over as sheriff and the rangers will be his deputies. This town will be in NCR territory. This means that aside from protection, the citizens will also need to become registered NCR citizens and pay any appropriate and associated taxes.
Yes, tell the troops
Roger.
to come.
I'll radio them over now.
My kind of town. Ah, I need to have repair at least, what was it, 35 or higher. Yeah, I might need to focus on repair next. Repair is going to be quite useful. I want to get repair at least somewhere above level, at least 35, because I think 35 is more of a reasonable number. But yeah, having an elevator running it, getting operational in this place will be very useful. All right. You're waiting for the elevator? Well, that elevator's broken.
Well, if it isn't the lawbringer.
What's your problem now?
My problem is that I'm no longer a deputy. I'm just a beagle now. Apparently 2.5 months of law enforcement experience doesn't count for anything. The new regime is just that. All new. He's rude. Don't tell him I said it. Prim has a sheriff now, just not as supportive as I would have hoped.
Yeah, well, think of it this way. At least you guys, or at least everyone in here, will be more protected now. Like, if we just had a regular sheriff, that town wouldn't really survive as long. Whilst if you had an NCR troopers, if he's in danger, or this town's in danger, you guys could just call for reinforcements. So, in a way, I did the right thing. I could have just done what I did earlier, but then again, your town would have been easily flooded by those, what do you call those guys again? I'll call them raiders for now, because that's the only name I could think of off the top of my head. But if I did get the mayor, or the second mayor, that isn't the NCR guy, you guys would be kind of screwed, because he probably wouldn't have an army back of him. You know, I'm trying to... Listen. I've done your thing.
Well,
Now tell me...
isn't the law...
where the man in the checkered suit is. That's all I care about.
Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there.
Bingo! Thank you. Now I'll leave you be, peasant. Head to Novak through Nipton and ask around. Alright, so... let's just head over to Nipton. How far is Nipton? It's a great way away. I can probably... yeah. I'll fast travel to Nipton Road, rest stop, and then I will just follow the road to Nipton.